Hey, welcome back. My name is Vince Del Monte, online fitness business coach. And while there's a lot of pitfalls and mistakes fitness entrepreneurs need to avoid if they want to get more leads, more engagement, more profits ultimately, we're going to cover 5 of the biggest ones in this video. Let's dive right into it. Hey, I'm Vince Del Monte, online fitness business expert. This content is really important to help you start growing your business, whether you're a beginner or whether you're already generating a lot of income each and every month, but you want to go faster and produce more. I want you to use this checklist as a guideline to ensure you're not leaving any money on the table. All right, so number 1, all right, this is going to apply again to all levels. Really important stuff here. And at the end, I'd love to know which point resonated most with you. Okay, so number 1, is you don't have a high converting offer. All right, you've got a lot of weak offers, you're putting a lot of things into the marketplace, but you don't have one that's doing all the heavy lifting for you. All right, just like I had no nonsense muscle building back in 2006, that program served one target marketplace, skinny guys who wanted to build muscle, their first 30 to 40 pounds of muscle. And I sold that one program, one single program, for over 3 years before I launched my second program, Maximize Your Muscle. And that program just kept getting better and better. We optimized the sales copy, the upsell funnel. We added more bonuses. We added more testimonials, all right? And that single offer helped me. That wasn't the one that got me to 7 figures, but it got me pretty dang close, over $500,000 a year. One program. So if you don't have a high converting offer, that's what we'd love to help you with. If you go to the link callwithvince.ca, you can schedule a call with us and we can help you brainstorm what is going to be your flagship program. All right, what are you going to put all of your time and attention behind? All right, what is the one thing that you want the marketplace to buy first? What's your P90X, if you will? The second biggest mistake is that you don't have enough attention. All right, just like Grant Cardone says, if they don't know you, then they can't flow you. Money follows attention. There's no problem in this world that can't be solved with more attention. So you have to wrap your mind around this and realize that you can never spend too much money on marketing. All right, if you put $1 in and $1 comes out, you put money into that all day long. And the reason your business isn't growing is because you're not pouring every single last penny to your name into getting attention. All right, and the people that are gonna blow you out of the water. You're not gonna be able to afford Facebook or Instagram ads. You might as well just get a job right now, or just figure out how to be content with your situation right now, because it's gonna be impossible. All right, so how do you get attention? You figure out which platform you want to invest in. One media platform you need to dominate. All right, you can't do Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and podcasts. The best decision I ever made was committing to starting a YouTube channel in 2008. And so many of our students who just finally said, hey, I'm gonna put the time in to build this one platform are seeing dividends, and it's the best decision they've ever made. The third biggest pitfall is that you're underestimating how long this is gonna take. All right, this takes a lot of time before you see liftoff. Whether you're trying to sell a program, write a sales page, whether you're trying to build an audience, convert attention into paying customers, you're just underestimating how long this is gonna take, all right? You're in a very crowded marketplace. It's very expensive. People's attention is all over the place. There's a ton of nobodies who have virtually no credibility, making a ton of noise. You're competing against a lot of people, and you just have to appreciate that, all right? Any place worth going is not gonna be easy. And as soon as you hear some marketer pitching you a shortcut, something that's gonna kinda leapfrog what the true marketers, elite entrepreneurs have learned that can only be achieved with a lot of hard work and time, run fast. All right, so you're just simply underestimating how long it takes to plant seeds, see those seeds turn into a harvest, and then eventually have that die-hard following, those true fans that buy all your programs and services as you release them. It just takes a lot of time. The fourth biggest mistake is that you're too obsessed about what you do and not who you are. Right? Who you are is your brand. It's what you believe. It's what you stand for. It's your mission. It's your cause. It's what you're fighting against. All right, they're your pillars of belief. And what are your pillars of belief? What makes you unique in the marketplace? What differentiates you? And what most people do when I ask that question is they think about a unique thing in their program. I hate to break it to you, but there's nothing new underneath the sun, all right? Virtually everything is free on the internet or dirt cheap on Amazon. So what are people really buying? Are people buying coaching or are people buying coaches? People are buying a coach. They're buying somebody who has a story they can resonate with, somebody who's produced value already in their life, somebody who stands for something and going in a direction that other people say, hey, I want to get on board with that. I want to go there too. So you're too hung up over the bells and whistles of your program, which are nothing special, I hate to break it to you, and that goes for my stuff too. And once you understand that people are buying who you are and what you do, then you can find your true fans and you can be the expert for them. And this is why there is room for everybody. I know you might be thinking, but hey Vince, this seems like it's way too crowded. It's too crowded if you compete on price and products, all right? But if you compete on who you are, then you've got no competition because there's nobody like you. And this is what we help our 7-figure mastermind students do. If you want some help figuring out how to build a brand around being yourself, go to callwithvince.ca and schedule that, and you can talk to one of my coaches or I, and we can figure out what that looks like for you. The 5th biggest pitfall is that you're not collaborating, all right? The biggest thing I hear from entrepreneurs is, how do I get seen? How do I get more people to discover my content? I'm creating these great posts, great videos, writing these awesome emails, but nobody's reading them. You've got credibility, but you don't have visibility, all right? Well, the fastest way to get seen is to collaborate. You don't have to find people, you've got to impress people, all right? Like Grant Cardone says, every day when you wake up, you ask this one question: who's got my money? Who's got my money? And when you start to identify who's got your money, who's got your customers, who's got your attention, you need to collaborate with those people. All right, you could do an interview series. Back in 2007, when I was a complete nobody, I did this series called what was it called? Heck, I don't even remember. The Ultimate Muscle Building Advantage. And I interviewed 12 of the top muscle building experts when I was a complete nobody. And I was scared. I interviewed, who was it? I want to think back. Chad Waterbury, Scott Abel, Tom Venuto. These were like all the big names back then. A lot of these guys are still around. Back in the late 2000s, I sound like I'm like really old, but yeah, it was like 2007, 2008. And what I did was I created this series where I interviewed experts, and then they reshared it on their platform because they got interviewed, and everybody loves to say, hey, look where I got interviewed. And then all of a sudden their people discover Vince Del Monte, who was previously a nobody. Nobody had ever heard of me. So that's how you get known. You find people who've got your customers and you build relationships with those people. We call it a dream dozen. If you're to join the 7-figure mastermind, one of your jobs will be to collaborate once a month with a different industry leader. Maybe you interview them on IG Live and you do a 5-part questions like, hey, what are the top 5 mistakes you need to avoid in the fitness industry this year? Or what are the top 5 diet scams? And you get their input on some subject matter, and then when they display their knowledge on your platform, they want their audience to see it, and they say, hey, go check out this guy. I just did an interview and it was really good. He asked me some great questions. Now all of a sudden you get a couple hundred new followers. And these are good followers because they're coming from somebody that they already look up to, they already trust. So this is how you grow your audience. You get in front of people that vet you, all right? Write that down. I need people to vet me. So you figure out who these people are, what events are they at, how can I create some value for them? Maybe you start posting on their Instagram page. Maybe you slide into their DM and say, hey, I'd love to share that post you just did. Hey, is there any way I can support your upcoming book launch? Hey, I love that video. I'm resharing that on my email list. And then they finally say, oh, cool, this guy's awesome. You've led with a giving hand, and then maybe one day you're in their town and you say, hey, I'm in your area, I'd love to work out with you. How much would that cost to get a training session with you? And most likely they're just gonna say, no problem. no fee, let's work out together. You bring your camera crew, you film a killer video with them, upload it to your channel. Now your audience sees that you are with them and they see this awesome video you made, and then they give your video a shout out. Next thing you know, you get a couple more 100 followers. These are good quality followers. See, you guys, making money is thinking differently and it's acting differently. You guys want to make it hard. All right, so anyways, that is the 5th pitfall. We can make a whole separate video on that, but you're not collaborating. All right, and if you look at my business, my entire business has been built on the shoulders of giants and collaborating with people smarter than me. And getting mentored by John Berardi and Charles Poliquin and Ryan Fanley and Ben Pekulski and RTS, and then sharing that muscle activation techniques and Greg Roscoff and Eric Seifert, and then showing my world, look who I'm learning from. And not only does that bring me attention, but it elevates my credibility, because I'm now perceived as a guy that never stops learning. Now my products have much more perceived value. So you guys aren't getting the attention, and you're not converting it into attention because they don't see you as a true expert yet. Does this make sense? All right, so those are the 5 pitfalls. I would love to know which one was most interesting for you, most insightful for you. Comment below. And which one are you going to take immediate action on? All right, today. Which one are you going to put to use so that you can start building your business? And if you're at that point where you're ready to invest further into it and to start gaining some speed, let's schedule a call. Callwithvince.ca, book an appointment, fill out the application. We'll get you on a phone call with one of my team members, one of my coaches, and we'll figure out how to add a couple bucks to your bottom line each and every month. All right, we'll talk to you soon. I'm Vince Del Monte. Let me know what you want to see in an upcoming video in the comments below, and we'll see you soon.